So the Crash Insane trilogy has been out for a while now, and it sure is fun. I mean, who doesn't love spinning, jumping and crashing through exotic worlds to find more meaningless collectibles that exist solely to make your life a living hell? It truly is a masterpiece of a game that does the original games all the justice they deserve and more. But there comes a point in every gamer's life where they come to the end of their favourite game for the 13th time and decide maybe, just maybe, it's time for something new. Time to move on. But no, you cry, that can't happen. You love Crash Bandicoot. You can't just let it go like that. You'd need something to fill the strange, brightly coloured, animal-shaped void that would be left in your soul. Well, lucky for you, this is pretty much Crash Bandicoot. This is Tiny Hand's adventure, and this little guy here is Borty. Like all living things in the land of Dinoburg, Borty dreams big and goes on a magical journey to live the dream of becoming a goalkeeper. Somewhat strange story aside, you end up in a hub world with access to a few different zones where you can spin, jump, and most importantly, whomp. Okay, maybe you can't quite whomp, but I guess you can stay through various environments like an iceberg, some weird sci-fi alien planet thing, and a jungle where you run away from a massive rock thing rolling after you. Wait a second, isn't that, like, literally a Crash level? Huh. Eventually you face an epic boss battle where you do a thing, and then you do that thing but in a slightly different way, and then you do it again, but this time it's a little bit harder than the last time, and you just keep doing this in a constant loop until eventually the dude dies. At this point you're probably noticing some similarities between Crash and Tiny Hand's adventure. At least you should be, because that's the joke I've been trying to make for the entire video. But it's not entirely a Crash clone. Yes, I know I said it was pretty much Crash, but hear me out. I didn't say it was exactly Crash. There's a loophole for you. Because after each area boss, you unlock a fancy new ability that lets you complete the next area, but also gives you access to secrets earlier in the game that let you pick up more useless collectibles that are only there to make life harder for you and make the game longer. Woohoo! These things are like a drill and one of those extendable arm grabber things. Wait, isn't that literally all he needs to be a goalkeeper? Just like an extended arm? Or is it cheating to use body enhancements? But then using magic to make your arms longer would break the rule. I think I might be overthinking dinosaur football actually. Okay, so I'll be real with you guys. I originally made this video so that I could roast a terrible Crash clone for 10-15 minutes, and while it is definitely, let's say, inspired by Crash, it's far from terrible. I was actually given an early access key, 2 in fact, but more on that later. But I don't actually have any personal affiliation with Blue Sunset Games. I wasn't paid or sponsored or asked to make this video, anything like that. I could have just roasted them for the entire time, but I was having trouble with that by the end. I actually really enjoyed playing the game, and it definitely has its fair share of bugs and glitches, as well as stupid hitboxes and occasionally dodgy platforming. But it's not the first game to be guilty of that, eh? It might be similar to Crash, sure, but that isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. The game's out now on Steam, PS4, Xbox One and Switch, where now that I think about it, that's just something else on the list of things that it has in common with Crash, but make of that what you will. Because of how much I actually enjoyed the game, I teamed up with Blue Sunset Games to give all of you a chance to win a free copy of the game. This is where that second key I mentioned earlier comes in. I'll be giving away this key to one lucky viewer who uses the Gleam link in the description, and maybe on the screen. It should be on the screen if I remember to do that. And I'll draw the prize shortly after this video is uploaded. Probably be about a month. I'm not sure on the exact date at this point, but you'll be able to click on the Gleam link and you'll be able to see it there. I will announce the winner live on Twitch, so make sure you follow there to find out if you've won as soon as possible. On the topic of Twitch, I will actually be live streaming a complete playthrough of the game, maybe like a speed run, you know, because that's cool these days. All the cool kids do that. In probably about the coming week or two, and I'll most likely post gameplay or at least the highlights here on the channel if you missed that. So make sure you follow on Twitch if you want to watch it live, and subscribe here to see the highlights or whatever I end up putting here. But I want to thank all of you who watched this far through the video, and I also want to give a big thanks to Blue Sunset Games, who once again I have no affiliation with, provided me with the keys for the game that helped me make this video possible. As I said before, make sure you subscribe if you like this video. It really helps the channel out, and it tells me you like what you're seeing. It means you get notified as soon as I upload another video. And yeah, make sure you go into that competition as long as it hasn't already closed. But if it has already closed, I'd imagine you would have already seen that in the title and realised. But yeah, that's the thing. Good luck to everyone entering the competition. And yeah, thanks for watching.